Hey everybody, it's Big E. Welcome to Big E's YouTube channel. Today is called episode that Big E is an idiot. Was working on the turd again today. I did a video 2 days ago about the work that I did to try and correct the idling problem. Fired up the turd today, the problem came back. But we did some more work, and I'll tell you what happened. So, what I'm going to do here, everything's all dead here with the engine. Nothing's on. Okay, so now I want you to look. Bear with me here. Here's your MSD box, okay? Now I see everything's all dark on it. Now, when you turn on the ignition, I'm in my trailer, so bear with me. So I'm going to turn the key to the run. Okay? So when doing so, you hear the fuel pump prime, all kinds of stuff like that. And now you see there's a light on the MSD box. Okay? So that tells you there's power to the MSD box. Alright? Lets you know your ignition's live. There's basically fire in the hole. So, I fired up the car. I had it running. And seemed like it was alright. It was running good. All of a sudden, I hit the throttle a few times and I started acting up. So at which point I was like, what the heck is going on here? So what I noticed was that light that you see, it went out. So I'm like, all right. So obviously it's not an adjustment issue. I'm going to turn the key off here so I don't kill the battery. So obviously it's not an issue mechanically, or what we thought with the audio control motor, or with the signal to the computer. So it's obviously not a computer issue that we're dealing with here. What we're dealing with is, and this is my own stupidity, basically overcomplicating a problem. Okay. I guess the lesson I have to learn here is I have to look at the simple stuff. I'm going to try and show you. You see the coil here. Okay. There's a connector. You can't see it because the lighting here is terrible. But the connector snaps on there. Okay. And that's the MSD telling the coil back and forth when to fire, how to fire, all that stuff. So what was happening and what was driving me crazy, literally crazy, is why it didn't do it all the time. It would act up occasionally, but then when it got warm, or when you're at the starting line, it would start going berserk. Why is this? It makes it like 50 times harder to diagnose the problem. So what I found is that connector, I pushed it on and it snapped on. It has one of those tangs that it looks like a U, and then you push it and it snaps over. There's a piece that sticks up in the connector. So I pushed it on there. Now you can't see it, but what I did now was I put a zip tie around it, around where that tang comes out on the connector. And I zip tied it to the connector itself, like really tight, so that way the vibration and stuff, it can't come up. So anyway, I did that. I fired up the car. I let it run. It got up, it was already at temperature, so I got it up to temperature, and I freaking hit the thing a few times, and it seems like it's okay. So I wanted to just touch base with you guys, let you know I'm an idiot, and I was overthinking the problem. I'm really hoping that this fixes the problem, and that this makes the problem go away. I guess this is installment 3 on chasing this problem. But it would make perfect sense to me that if that connector falls out, that light goes out. So now if that connector's on there and then I zip tie it to make doubly sure that it's locked on there, it shouldn't come off. And as long as there's power going to it, it should stay fired. So I was wrong in what I diagnosed as far as that the computer was missing the signal. I was wrong on that. What it was that it was losing power from the MSD coil to the MSD box. So, moral of the story, keep it simple. When you're dealing with wiring, do simple stuff like check your connections first before you go overcomplicating it. So whatever it's worth. Also, I have a breather coming, screw-in breather to make up for the one that I'm having an issue with, and I'm going to do a video on that when that shows up. Okay, so anyway, that's it for today. Like and subscribe. Leave something in the comments. Would appreciate it. Take care of each other. Watch out for each other. We'll see you next time on Big E's. Take care now.